Yoichiro Kurata, Shinwa Auction. We are holding a big auction at Haneda Airport this time on the 30th of March, and we are preparing for a preview in Ginza, Tokyo now. Today, I want to tell you about the friendship between Mr. Hikonobu Ise and Andy Warhol in the 1980s. Because our main lot this time is Andy Warhol's Silver Rays. It's so beautiful piece, and I'm happy to just show you that this piece at the Haneda Airport. In 1980s, Mr. Ise, of course, he's been actually a great art collector since he was a young time, and then when he was getting into the United States, because he's busy, just to start his business, egg business in the States, because he was the top market shares of egg market in Japan. And in 1981, he entered into the US market, and then, of course, he expanded the market share in the States, and after that, and then at the same time of the egg business, that of course that he's been collecting the pop art, American pop art a lot, and then particularly he supported Andy Warhol. And he was sometimes he offered a workspace to Andy Warhol, and also he purchased, because when Andy Warhol just needed some little funds just for his business, he just purchased his artworks a lot. And then Andy Warhol also respected Mr. Ise's, and he painted Mr. Ise's artworks. And then his portrait in Mr. Ise when he was 50s, that was really great art too. But someday he proposed, Mr. Ise proposed Andy Warhol that he needs some new paintings, just not on Marilyn Monroe's, the wreaths that he just wanted. And then Warhol just brought this silver wreaths to Mr. Ise. And since he acquired this silver wreaths, and then of course Mr. Ise brought back to Japan, and then he just put it on his on the wall in his house for a long time, more than 40 years. So this artwork actually didn't just show up in the art market for a long time, because that was just put on the wall in his individual house. So this time he decided, Mr. Ise he became 92 years old, and decided to sell this works in Japan. So I want US collectors or global collectors, Asian collectors, just come over to Haneda Airport, or probably they get contact with the Shinwa Auctions to participate in the sale. And also just, of course we can just set up some live auction from the internet. If you just register just from the internet, then you can just bid from the internet easily. So please come over to our auction, or just participate in through the live bids. So I hope you can enjoy our auction this time. We have a lot of major piece of Western art, the Ise collections, and also a Japanese piece, and it's going to be very it's going to be very fun just to come over to the preview space. And then I'm just looking forward to seeing you on the 30th of March at the auction space. Thank you.